Vamp is one of the best releases from G.I. Joe Classified Series from Hasbro. But one of my favorite armorers of choice, Gridiron Studios, Gridiron Props, aka Mars Industries, they've made adjustments, enhancements to the Vamp. So we're going to go over one of their latest enhancements, the off-road tires, the 4x4 tires. It's going to be a fun one. This is a live review. You're watching Black Genghis, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Welcome to Black Genghis Live. I'm your host, KJ, aka Black Genghis, coming to you live and in living color. We are also streaming on Instagram. And this is sort of taking it back to what I used to do way back in the day. I used to do full unboxings, full waves, and I would review each figure on the wave. And I did that on Instagram before making the way over to YouTube and joining the 𝐁𝐥𝐚𝐜 dudes. By the way, check out their most recent episode. They are joined by Ace from Ramen Toy, and it was fantastic. I highly recommend checking out that episode. Let's go ahead and holler at the chat. Thank you all so much for joining this lovely afternoon. Shout out to 𝐁𝐥𝐚𝐜. Need those red tires for the Stinger. Big ups to you too, homie. Thank you so much. Gum Bunny, thank you so much for being our first guest back to the Terrordrome on Volume 2, Season 2 of Welcome to the Terrordrome. Also streaming on Tony's Figs YouTube account. Thank you so much. That was an awesome hang last week. Man, we need to do it again. I got to holler at you because I'm making this Vamp Mark II happen. GR Bro, what's up, man? Thank you for joining us. Viper Scout, always good seeing you, dude. Yo, speaking of the Terrordrome, pimp out that man. I'm working on it. I am working on it. This is gonna be fun. I'm having a blast already. I'm already having a blast. Let's holler at J Astro. Hey, break something. Always good to see you, man. Yeah, man. When you get the chance, watch it the whole way through. Just as a podcast, you can listen to it in the background. And yeah, there's some cool reveals and some cool visuals. But I still recommend Any Which Way But Loose. Get it how you live it. Check out that episode. ATKM, I may get this wrong, 186. I think it was number 186. We're on the road to 200. They're on the road to 5K subscribers. So holler at them if you get the chance. Listen, this Vamp, I've been waiting on this Vamp for a long time. Hold on a second. I got to put this on. A long time. And it is beautiful. You know, I've been a fan of Classified Series for a long time. And Gridiron Studios, they never fail to make these figures even better. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap out these wheels. We're going to swap out these rubbers. And we're going to go Magnum, to borrow a sensitive phrase. You know, I got to keep this thing dusted. So let's go ahead and check this out. These are the off-road tires. They come in a set of 4. I should have did what Tony did. I should have went and got the spare tire to put in the back. It looks sick. Should have done that. But already we can look at some of the detail here. You can see the lettering on the tires, Gridiron Studios, hybrid, rugged terrain. Shout out to Tony's Figs once again. He actually got the green hubcaps and took green paint and made the lettering stand out. So I may have to copy him because I am unoriginal. So these are not rubber. These do not have the same amount of give that the tires on the Vamp do. And we'll touch on that later. I'm going to have to do this without making all this Gridiron stuff come flying off the hinges. And I do have my trusty hair dryer. So once again, this is live. But already, if I just go for, I may not need a hair dryer. So this already came out. But once again, just showing you the difference. You see how it squeezes, right? Right. So as far as I know, there's not really a way for Gridiron to do this yet. They may not even want to. You may want the sternness and the stiffness of the other tires. So we can go ahead and look at that. Once again, hollering at the chat. GR Bro says he's got a set of green for the Vamp, black for the Stinger. Okay, yeah, I think these black ones are going to go for the Vamp. And I still haven't made up my mind which ones I'm going to get from the Stinger. Tony's Fake says I need this gunner seat. I do have the gunner seat. In fact, hold on a second. I think I can show you. So I have this. The gunner seat's out. All I needed to do, I should have just bought the spare tire when I had the chance with the jack. The jack looks awesome. But yeah, this is the attachment that's in there. It fits in there. Yeah. So anyway. So you can already look at the difference, right? This is the Gridiron one, and this is the Hasbro one. So you can already see a difference in thickness, right? These are much thicker. The Gridiron one's not much wider, right? But it's just that presence. And this is going to increase the profile. So let's go ahead and let's pop it on. All right, here goes. Bear with me for one moment. I may need some heat. All right, it's on. I think that's as far as I can get it. I may try to get a little bit more on. Let's see if I can get a little bit more. All right. So far, so good. And already you can see the difference. It just looks beefier. It just looks meaner. The presence has already increased. Very much so. I'm just going to drop it so here. All right. So, oh, there it is. We're going to add the second one. These pop up pretty decently. Once again, still hollering at the chat. GR Bro says, I use sticky tack to stick the spare on the Stinger, and it worked okay as long as you don't hit it. Chad, always good seeing you, man. Yeah, let's see how it looks side to side. So this is our second tire. Just really getting that sucker on there. Spinning it on a little bit. All right. So already you can see the difference. Side A, side B, right? So this is the natural profile of the Vamp as is once you put everything together. Once you put all the tires on, once again, you notice the give of these tires. These, not so much. It's just the presence. The presence is already there. Look at that. You can go with this, or you can go with that. You can go with this, but this is where it's at. That's pretty dope. Let's go ahead. Let's finish this up, and then let's go ahead and take a 360 degrees look at the Vamp as is. Chad is saying, can't wait to order a set for my Vamp. Man, I'm still trying to decide which one of those. I keep fronting like I'm only going to buy one set. I'm probably going to buy both sets. Let's pop this one off. So the thing about Gridiron is, if you're really particular about your collection, and I'm very particular, then you can accentuate the things you like about it. Whether you want to give it more of a high definition, ultra high definition look, whether you want to go full premium or not, or whether, just getting bits and pieces here and there. So for example, I'll show you in a little bit. I was working on a Retaliation roadblock, and I just grabbed a couple of pieces from Gridiron. I didn't go nuts. Got a war belt, got a helmet, also got a, oh, look at that. Look at the rear. Just for photos alone, like, it just looks ferocious. That Stinger, I'm going to have to behave. I'm really going to have to behave. We're going off-road on this one. So you can go with a little bit, or you can go nuts. And I think with the Stinger, I may have to get a second Stinger, because I think the Stinger, I'm just going to Gridironize to the max. Full Mars Industries. I'm talking the front end, the roofs, the doors, side gunner, rear gunner, like adding the drone uppers to the roll cage. At first, I was going to be like, yeah, I'll just swap different roll cages. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to go ahead and the Stinger gets its own roll cage. Putting this on. Viper Scout says, painted neon, add a missile launcher, and you got a Badger V2. Interesting. Very interesting. Just seeing how it's going at IG. Good to see you guys. All right. Yeah, man, we need just give me the whole shebang. All right. So once again, I'm going to give each tire just a little bit more of a push inside, and then we're going to take a look at this stuff. This is full off-road mode. There it is. This is the Gridiron Vamp with the off-road tires. Spins just fine. Once again, it doesn't have the same give that the original Vamp tires do, but it looks great. It looks great. And I went ahead with the all black so that I could put them on the Stinger. The Stinger, which I have right here. Now, I'm not going to unbox this. I've been working on reviews, and I don't think I'm going to do a live review. I think it's time to go back in the saddle. I've been working on ways to get back into YouTube. It's tricky. It's tricky doing the YouTube reviews. I don't know how you guys do it. But this is the Stinger, and all that Gridiron shit is going on this. It's going to be glorious. However, back to the Vamp again. So once again, this is just a lot of really cool stuff. Let's hear from SC S Dog. I think I'm going to have different looks between the Vamp and the Stinger. Might not go full Gridiron on the Stinger. Hey, man. I did not go full Gridiron on the Vamp. I really was looking forward to the Vamp, and I wanted the Vamp very much to look like the Vamp. This is like the most I've gone with it. Chad sounds like a good time. I know Brutal Rum will see you there. Oh, yes, Joe Lanton. Yeah, Joe Lanton's going to be popping, man. You're going to have a great time. Listen, man, I have a 2012 MacBook. It is the last time I tried putting a review out, I swear I almost destroyed my MacBook. So I got to stop buying after I'm done pimping out the Stinger. I had to slow down and get a new MacBook because it's time. It's been time. Or just figure out how to do that stuff on the mobile. I'm going to work on that too. I know a lot of you guys do it mobile. I got to get savvy. I'm still old school. Once again, this Vamp. Look at the front profile. Just look how more menacing it is. Look how more horizontal it is. It's like the Snyderverse Batmobile almost. Like, it's just really beefy. You can see it from the top, sort of isometric view here. And it's just ready to roll. You don't want to mess with this thing. This thing will get you, man. Why didn't I get the spare tire? I could have gotten the spare tire. I could have gotten the spare tire and put it on. Anyway, that's on me. You can't cheap out on this stuff. I mix Gridiron and Pixie Design stuff. Okay. What kind of phone? I have an iPhone. I'll holler at you later. I'm already working on solutions for that. Chad is saying, definitely think about grabbing another Stinger to have my Grenadiers roll out in. Yes. Mr. Madkins, thanks for joining us, man. All right, so once again, let's go back to what 80s Toy Boys were saying. And thank you once again for joining us as well. Now, I'm a big fan of Gridiron. I'm also a fan of Pixie's designs. So I went ahead and I did get some Pixie's design stuff, only because I wanted that classic Vamp look. And I'm working on a Desert Vamp right now. I'm still going to get the Gridiron stuff for the Stinger, but I wanted that classic Vamp look. So, for example, if I wanted to put something here to really make this more like the classic Vamp, I had to take off my oh shit bar. I take a look at this door here, and it snaps on like so. So basically, watch your head clutch. Snaps on. Ooh, man, that's satisfying. Plug and play, super easy, right? I'm still repping Gridiron like a motherfucker right here. I still got the tires. I still got the side gunner, looks fucking ferocious. I got the roll cage, and I got the rear gunner attachment. And I should have gotten the spare tire too, because it just would have looked fantastic, right? So it's just a little bit. It's a little touch and go, right? I got this. Where's the rooftop? Here's the roof. I don't think I'm going to put the roof on, but I do have it. And I could just snap this on. It would go on pretty easy. It just fits on like so. But for right now, it's just the door. Like, I just like having that classic vamp look. And I still like having all the other Gridiron stuff too. So stuff can play together, right? There are some manufacturers out there, some companies, they don't know how to play nice. They don't know how to collaborate. Gridiron, you see them working with Fresh Monkey Fiction. I know Von Cannon just hollered at Ace from Ramen Toy. I can't wait to see what those two can get going, right? But there are other toy lines and other manufacturers out there that go out of their way to be adversarial, to cause problems and talk trash. I won't name names. They're not worth naming, frankly. But you can work together with this stuff and you can have all this dopeness, right? It would have been great to cycle in some of those other manufacturers into my collection. But if they're going to act like children, I don't have time for that. Once again, Gridiron has the full Stinger color set for 130. Hopefully they're going to have some more stuff, man. So go slow, and you can get it all. You don't have to get it all at once. You don't have to get it all. Madgus says, Genghis, I've been wondering what the tires will look like with only the grids in the back and Hasbro's up front. Yeah, man. You know what? I like what you got to say about that. And 80s Toy Boy, yeah, new stuff tomorrow. Tony knows. He knows a lot. Ooh, plow or cow catcher. All right. So once again, I got my Gridiron stuff, and I got the Pixies design here. But I'm still repping for Gridiron. I'm still a Gridiron general. So let's see what else we got here. Got these autocannons, man. I got these autocannons, and they look fresh. Keep in mind, they can point down. These can actually point up. They can point down, too. So you can actually fire downward at enemy targets with this autocannon. I'll just leave it at that. Stay classy. Anyway, let's put that O-bar right there. Let's look at some of this stuff. Now, the designs they have are fantastic. Gridiron, they think of everything. So right here is a peg turret that we can plug into the roll cage I already have on the van. Right? So I already have this. This is going to slide into here. There we go. So now we're rocking. We're already rocking and rolling. I got some accoutrement that we're going to rock with in just a little bit. I already got my tires on, man. If you missed the tires, you can go back and check out the beginning of the episode, the first 20 minutes. Hollering at Brick something. Yep. It's all about that collaborative spirit, right? With the indies, you're trying to grow. It makes sense to increase that sandbox and not create enemies. It's so stupid. Once again, not worth naming the names. That's how they'll grow and hold their own against the massive corporate toy makers. Yes, this is a golden age, and the indies are part of the golden age. Brutal Realm, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, Skeletron. I could go on and on and on. Toy Boy says, tell them I need a trailer that can pull a fair and a couple of ramps. I'm looking at that heavy weapons trailer, man. I think I'm going to get like 3 of those. I'm going slow, though. Nimble and numerous only matters if the indies can maximize their reach by strategic collabs. Preach! Brick something? Preach. I'm gonna start calling you Preach something instead of Brick something. Yeah, man. Autocannons. So, once again, the genius design. I had the adapter. It slides into the bottom, and I have this peg. I got this peg. Shout out to Steely Dan. Peg. Anyway, never mind. So, this screws in, right? You can see it. You can see it screw in. So, now it's ready to go. I got this roll cage in here, man. I can put it back here. No. It goes up here. It goes here. But just like that, now this van has an autocannon, man. You see this? You see what I'm talking about, Madkin says, I said it last night, I'll say it again. It's enough money out here for everyone. Yes, totally agreed. Look at this. Look at this. I feel like Lion King, like I'm holding up the Lion Cup. Anyway. Look at that, man. Look at that. If you want something a bit more stiff, no jokes. You want something stiff, you can add a little bit of sticky tack. We can put a little bit of sticky tack on this peg so it's not so free roaming, and it'll give it some resistance. All right, and I can always use tweezers to get it back out. I'm always doing this stuff. So I'm going to add a drop of sticky tack into this port here because I want a little bit of resistance. Right? So that keeps it from being as free roaming. Maybe a little bit more. A little bit more. I'll put it on the peg itself. Just a little bit. Because I want a little bit of resistance. All right, there we go. It stays where I put it, where I point it. I have full control. It can actually point down at its target. No names. Not worth naming. Anyway. This, come on, man. You can't fuck with this, man. Like I said, I like my vamp to look like the vamp. The stinger is a hole in the ball of wax. I'm getting the front end. I'm getting the side gunner. I'm getting the driver's side. I'm getting the roof rack and the doors. I'm getting the rears. I'm getting like, I already have the other autocannon for the hiss and the stinger. I could probably take off the roll cage. Maybe. I think it might work. I'm not sure. But I could probably take off the roll cage on the vamp, put it on the stinger, and just go ahead and put this on. But I'm not sure. I think the roll cage for the stinger is going to be a little bit different. I think it's going to be different. I have so much Gridiron stuff. I got stuff. It's not even funny. I got so much stuff. Let's holler at the chat real quick. Viper Scout says, a helicopter cage that has wheel indents like the 𝐺𝐤 𝐷 for the Vamp, Ram, and MMS so the Dragonfly can carry them into battle. Now you're talking, man. You need to holler at Hasbro, get some money, get a check. J Astro, I feel like a lot of these smaller competitor companies need to remember that they succeed largely thanks to 𝐺𝐤 Joe, not in spite of it. Man, you said it. Preach. Gun Bunny says, just what up, players? What up, player? Yo, Mexican. Tony can say that. I can't say that. Madkus says, no name, but there's a new add-on piece that allows the gun to move up and down. Okay. I'll be nice. So let's go ahead. Let's keep playing. I like to play with my toys. I'll be nice. We're going to take off the cap here. We're going to take this bullet clip. We're going to leave it off to the side. Look at it. Look at how it dangles. Look how like a necklace. It's like ASMR. I love it. Nah, fuck them. It's not worth saying it. I don't want people to know. Anyway. Let's see here. Ooh, I like this. I like these bullets. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, it just bunches up. Listen, man. You take it real nice and slow, and you just lay it in. That's all you gotta do. Just lay it in. That's all you gotta do. Keep that in mind. Just lay it in there. All right. Now, we got the cap back on, right? Let's go ahead. Let's connect this bullet belt to the autocannon. This is insane. These guys are insane, man. How did you think this up? All right. Okay, there we go. Ooh. So I'm going to have to get more sticky tack, and I'm going to have to get another ball adapter. But the point is, 1 second. Okay, so in my excitement, I fucked up. I did that. I have super glue and I have sticky tack, so it's fine. That's what I get. I think that was the universe telling me to not talk so much shit. This was karma. That's on me. I will just buy another adapter and I'll just leave it at that. Oh boy. You know, I agree, SCS. I also agree. Yep. Yep. They know. They always know. Hey, Ronnie, thanks for joining, man. You're never late. Thank you for joining us. You were just in time to watch me break my autocannon. Hold on a second. I am never without tricks. So, even though I'm a moron and I screwed up, I can still take this out. So I took this out. And I'm going to very carefully, because I can't keep buying these. I'm going to take another adapter I have around here somewhere. I have a second set. I have a second adapter. I'll deal with it later. That's on me. I'll just get another one. I'm going to order another one. But yeah, so you take out the adapter and you can put this on drones. I'm going to buy drones anyway, so I'm just going to grab another adapter. So now I got the rear gunner here. I should have gotten that extra spare tire. What the hell? What the hell was I thinking? I got to be much more careful. This is what happens when you do stuff live. You got to really take it easy. Right? Here's the peg, mounting putty and all, sheared off. That's on me. I screwed up. I screwed that up. I'll take that one. I'll just buy another one. I'll buy another one. But anyway, we're going to add the rear gunner. I will not break this. This is pricey. This one's pricey right here. So this is going to, I already have the module that fits here. It's a friction fit. You pull it out, right? Got this. Fits right in here. Like so. You have the seat. Seat goes in here. Right? So now I got the seat here. Let's see. All I need now is a character. I need a gunner. Let's see. I have this. I get too excited, and I get excited, I start breaking things. All right. So once again, you see the peg system. It's going to fit in that roll cage. This is the shield for the turret. Keep in mind, the turret also points all the way down. It's going to plug into here. So let's plug it into here. All right, it fits, right? That's what she said. Stop that. Be nice. Anyway, peg. Peg goes into here, and I'll remember not to shear it off. So this is not as beefy as the autocannon, right? But now I have a turret and I have a seat. When I get the Stinger, because if the Stinger has a set that I can add a rear tire on, I may just do that and let the Vamp have its rear gunner. Whoa, McFly, what's up, man? Yeah, Tony, don't tell Mark that I fucked his shit up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to buy another one. I'll buy another one. It's fine. He's worth it. I got excited, and this is me for talking shit about the company that shall remain nameless. The universe is reminding me to stay classy. All right? Talk shit, shit happens. Astro says, Listen, I'll just leave it at that. Shout out to you, sir. Thank you for joining once again. Let me take a quick look at Instagram because we're on with Instagram too. Hey, Instagram, just want to say what's up. Viking Custom. I'm using the equalizer for a custom Deadpool Stinger motor pool painting as we speak. Nice, man. Thanks for painting it up, man. Have fun. This is an interesting experiment. You guys let me know if the Instagram thing works. Who am I going to get to sit in this gunner? Well, I mean, I have Airborne right here. Let's go ahead here, man. You can put that down. Put that down. Now, I got the Gridiron backpack on with the operating winch, with the bayonet knife that can add on to his rifle. It's got the walkie-talkie, is all this stuff. Let's see if we can sit him down. Drop down hips. All right. We're going to move these handles. These handles are pretty cool. So for if you have other characters that want to ride on the back, they can grab on as well. We'll see how it goes. And I have the brackets for the field operator case somewhere. I'll grab those too. So we'll see if we can get him to fit. Sitting down. He's got the gear. I may have to take off the backpack here. No, it works. It works. So I have Airborne sitting down, and his backpack is not getting in the way of the seat. That's good design. That's good design right there. That's good design. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to have him grab on to the handlebars. I can ride my bike with no handlebars. Kind of showing my age with that one. Oh, boy. All right. So the thing about Gridiron, and I will give this to the unnamed company, those figures, they can close their arms together for combat grips in a way that Classified Series is yet to do, with except a couple others. Like I think Snake Eyes can do the combat grip. Come on, man. And there's Airborne. There's Airborne, ready to rock, ready to roll. You can point it down. You can point up. Don't shoot Stalker. Stalker's your friend. I have the side gunner. I got the rear gunner. I did not get the driver's side, but I do have a Pixie's design door emulating the Mark II and the Stinger doors as well. So it's my own mix. I got the Gridiron tires. I had the autocannon before I broke it. My bad. I'll just grab another one. Yee. Play with your toys responsibly. Let's see. So I got this. Now I will say this. With the Stinger, I'm going to go to Gridiron's website in just a second. But I'm just having to, once again, it's a world of difference. Yes, you can leave on the Hasbro tires. And yeah, they have some give. You may want that, especially if you take it outside and they're rolling over rocks or different terrain for outdoor photos. You may want that, right? But if you want to have a personal stamp on your figs, you can go the extra mile. And I think it's worth it. Once again, this gives it a more horizontal profile, right? It's just more formidable. It's like this sucker could take out 3 or 4 or 5 different Stingers until I gridironize them. I'm going to take this backpack off. I use a lot of mounting putty just to make sure it has a tight fit. No jokes. Point is, and I don't mind because the mounting putty is kind of close to the blue of the vest anyway for Airborne. You see Airborne is sitting there pretty good. All right. Let me see. I know I have the bracket around here somewhere. Listen. Stay right there. Do not touch that dial. Let's haul out the chat real quick. Paul, what's up? Paul Galliano. Thanks, man. Yo, man, I keep forgetting this. Please show some love. I really appreciate it. Show some likes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you're watching on Instagram, please follow on Instagram. Madgus, yes, these tires look amazing. Demonio, Frank, always good seeing you, man. Frank is hollering at y'all with digital beers. Showing some love to Gun Bunny. Everybody give props to Gun Bunny real quick. Listen, I'll be right back. Do not touch that dial. I need to find some more cool vamp shit. All right. I will be right back, I promise.
Take a good look. It's the Cobra Pogo.
Joe's got trouble. He's got it bad. Cobra's got a pogo and it's up in hand.
Pogo's loaded for action.
It's the new Cobra Commander, Cobra!
But Joe's coming back with the G.I. Joe Slam.
On the run for gun. G.I. Joe Slam.
It's out back in Crazyland.
It's got a 4-cannon gun that can swivel to face the enemy.
G.I. Joe, American hero.
Live the adventure of G.I. Joe. Cobra Pogo, G.I. Joe Slam, and figures sold separately.
Go, Joe!
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Enemy blockade! Send in the G.I. Joe motorized battle tank.
You can make it go left, right, forwards, and backwards. The G.I. Joe Battle Tank.
Smash the blockade! What a tank!
Each sold separately. The G.I. Joe motorized.
All right, that's enough of that. All right, so anyway. You got the vamp. You still have room for this little axe here in the back, right? And you put on the tire and the jack. That'll fit in the back as well. And it's all fun stuff. Yeah, man, it's just a throwback. It's really nice. It's a nice touch. Matson says, I wish I had Gridiron money. Hell, I wish I could have gotten an Amazon Stinger. Gotta wait. Man, I've been flipping figs. I've been selling stuff. I was big on Storm Collectibles, SHF, Mofex, you name it. I had Sentinels. I had Joy Toy. Flip that shit. I flipped it. If you got stuff that you're not playing with, stuff that's just taking up space, flip it. Offer a good price. Be a good bro. Offer it a good price. Have some extra spending cash, and then treat yourself, man. I work hard. I play hard. I play hard, man. All right, we got this. This roll cage is genius. Shout out to 𝐁𝐤 𝐷𝐿 and the 𝐷𝐿. They are mad geniuses. You can do so much with this platform and add so much to it. Now, let's go ahead and, oh, dude. Gridiron, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. This one was on me. This one was on me, man. So, but I appreciate you guys anyway. They hollered at me on Instagram. But we got this. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do the bracket. This is one of my favorite things from Gridiron. This is the Field Operator X. This is their 500 catalog item, and I'm going to very fucking carefully add this to the roll cage. Now, you can see it's already on. I have the it's on here at the handle, clamps at the bottom. Clamps at the bottom, clamps at the top. It has a little hook here. So we're going to put this baby right on the roll cage. Very carefully. Do I need heat? No, it's fine. Can I do another one? Can I do another one? Let me know in the chat if I can do another one. Can I do another one? You guys want me to do another one? You guys want me to do another one? Let me know. Paul says, I'd love to see Gridiron do a variation of a gun turret that can be utilized with a Cobra standing on the Stinger's back platform because I ain't sacrificing. They're Cobra, man. They got a good insurance plan. Yeah, maybe. No worries, Matthew. I'm on Oodles and Noodles. Look, man, I may need to get that that yakisoba. Ruben, what's up, man? Shout out to G.I. Joe Classified Elite in the hizzy. Shout out to Classified Elite, baby. People showing Ruben love in the chat, man. Thanks for joining us, man. All right, let's do it. You know I had to get a second one. one of these. They snap on easy. There's the gun in and of itself. Okay, I gotta show that off though. Very, very quickly. This bracket comes off like so. Very carefully. I'm like paranoid now. So it swivels off from the bottom. And then it just pops off. This field operator is fantastic. I love the Pelican cases. I love all that stuff. So there it is. Once again, you have everything from a shotgun shell adapter that basically turns your underbarrel grenade launcher into a shotgun. Who does that? Only the Ven Cannons, only Gridiron does that. You have a practice chalk round that's in here somewhere. Oh, I already have it inside. Right? So it has that. The mag, you can see the round inside the mag. I love these guys. These are my favorite dudes. I love these guys. Look at that. Look how ferocious that looks. Look at this. All right. So we got the mag in here. This underbarrel shotgun slides out. You see, I already have the chalk round in there. Right. It slides, operates. They already have guns, carbines with folding stocks. Where is this? Where do I have it? It's around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Silly me. Here is my retaliation roadblock. If you watch our season premiere, our season 2 premiere of Welcome to the Terrordrome, you can watch me kit bash this, and I did it live. So this is The Rock, WrestleMania XL head sculpt on the Hobbs and Shaw with Mezco tank top and vest. Right now, he's rocking the Gridiron Scar with GL, grenade launcher. Pretty dope. Let's give him the elite operator. Also, yeah, Tony, shout out. I added the war belt. Looks great. I'm going to get another war belt. I'm going to get olive drab war belt, but looks pretty good. I like the black on there. And what I was thinking was we can do it like this. And right now he's using a Hasbro helmet. He's actually using Airborne's helmet because Airborne right now has a Gridiron helmet that looks fantastic with nods and everything else. But because I can't stop tinkering and because I bore easily, I'm going to add this helmet with full panoramic night vision nods. I'm going to add this to Rock. So this will add some contrast. And then we'll go ahead and I'll show you how the this one, okay, so this one's better suited for Hasbro head sculpts. It's not going to, after breaking that peg, I am going to take it real easy. I have my hair dryer, but I have to plug it in. So I may not be able to use this on Rock. I may be able to use this on John Wick. So hold on a second. Get in there. Like I said, I do not want to break anything. You know what? John Wick can wait because I'm not breaking any more stuff. Yeah. But once again, always hearing the Gridiron OG 12. Gotta love it. Gotta love that Dragon's Breath Chapter 4. All right, enough. Here's Retaliation Roadblock. We're going to give him the field operator. Look at that. Shout out once again to Gun Bunny and Tony's Figs. The Mattel hands don't have trigger fingers. So after you heat it up with a hair dryer or a heat gun, you can take an X-Acto knife very carefully. I cut myself on Terrordrome last week. But you can add a trigger finger, and then your Mattel figures can carry Gridiron accessories, Hasbro accessories, that kind of stuff. Look at that. Look. I know a lot of people don't like G.I. Joe Retaliation. It was more of a G.I. Joe movie than Rise of Cobra. Damn sure G.I. Joe Origin Snake Eyes. Ugh. But I like Retaliation, and I wanted to make a Retaliation roadblock. So once again, if you want to see how I made this sucker live, go to Welcome to the Terrordrome on Black Genghis and Tony's Figs on YouTube. Check out our first episode back. We are working on the second episode. We have a great guest lined up right now. We're going to let things solidify before we really announce that. Once again, dude is going to borrow Airborne's helmet because Roadblock needs his helmet. You gotta make mine Gridiron. Make mine Gridiron. Tony, do you think I should go olive drab with the war belt? Or do you think this is good? Let me know. Anyway, we're gonna close this back up. And once again, we're gonna hook this with the bracket. Put it on the bottom. Snaps in. Fits nice. We got the hook, because the hook brings you fame. On that, you can't rely. Once again, showing my age. So we got a little thing for the fire extinguisher. I don't think that'll get in the way. I think it'll be fun. We're going to add this. Come on, man. Come on. So when you're using Gridiron accessories, when you're using Gridiron props, you can make it your own way. You can mix. You can match. You can do stuff. Tony Spig says, olive drab all day. Okay, player. I hear you. I'm going to have to get another war belt. Brian Swanson asks, what do you advise about heat guns versus hair dryers and how hot they should be? Heat guns can destroy your figures. I like using a hair dryer because basically it takes a little bit longer. It takes a little bit longer, but you hold it about 6 inches away, depending on what you're trying to do to the joint, maybe 3 inches. But you got to keep it moving. Keep the heat moving. Even with a hair dryer. With the heat gun, definitely keep that heat moving. But with a hair dryer, just keep it moving. Keep it moving. That's how I was able to take off the joint here on a Mattel figure. Now, it was loose when I put it back in, but once that plastic cooled off a little bit, it got back to its normal self to hold the poses. So with Mattel, it's a little bit harder to take off those joints than, say, Hasbro. But you want to take off the leg, you're going to put on the war belt. You want to take off the arms, you're going to put on soft goods or a Mezco vest, that kind of stuff, right? But I like using the hair dryer. If you're more advanced, like my friends Tony Spigs, Gun Bunny Customs, get the heat gun, break it out, and that's how you should do it. If you have a heat gun, it's going to be very hot, so keep it further away. Keep it further away. Keep the heat moving. Move in small circles. Move the figure, right? But you want to keep it moving. You want to warm up as much plastic as possible so you can pop stuff off. Some people like boil and pop. You put it in a plastic bag like this. You put it in a plastic bag, seal it tight. This is not Ziploc, so I would say use a Ziploc bag. Seal it tight. You put that in like a cup of water or a small bowl, a small pot of water. Boil it, but it doesn't have to be boiling. It just has to be that hot. Put it in a Ziploc bag, nice and tight. Put it in there, 20 seconds. 20 seconds isn't enough. 30 seconds. 30 seconds isn't enough. 40 seconds. But you don't want to go a minute or past that, or you can risk warping the plastic and damaging the figure permanently. And I know a little something about causing permanent damage. Let's see, what else? Yeah, man, listen. I'm a fan. I have long been a fan of Gridiron. The detail speaks for itself. Yes, they are not the cheapest, but you get what you pay for. And I'd rather buy it from Gridiron than waste $150 on a wave of cheap figures of characters I don't even recognize just because I'm trying to build a figure or something like that. Okay, so yes, so I gotta use some heat on this helmet before I put it on Rock's Melon. But still, look at this, man. I have liquid chrome, so I may end up putting some liquid chrome in these nods on the next episode of Terror Drum. I don't collect modern military stuff, but I've gifted Gridiron stuff to my brother and another collector because the stuff's too damn good not to find a way to support. True that. It's fine. It's all stuff. It's better than my vocabulary. I gotta wash my mouth out with soap. Waiting for them to figure out to really make them shoot. We'll get there in good time. Paul, thank you very much, man. I am very proud, but a lot of the credit goes to Gridiron and how sexy they make their figs. I got Mezco on here. I got a Hasbro helmet. I got Gridiron field operators. Hey, Punk, thanks a lot, man. Don't forget to check out my dude, Punk with Toys. Lawrence does a great stream. Tonight's episode is Crusty Old Crow Thursday with a Friend. So be sure to look at that. You can catch the rest of this stuff later. I'll even give you a preview. I'm going to use the Cobra adapter to put the autocannon back on. I'm going to put on a couple of other turrets on the Vamp. and then I'm going to open up the stinger, but I'm only taking out the driver. I'm not going to take out the stinger. That's going to be my first review back on YouTube. We'll see how it goes. No apologies for Enjoy Retaliation. Shout out to Adrian Palicki. Shout out to DJ Caruso. I think that's who that was. DJ Corona. DJ Corona was Flint. Ha 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 ha. He knows how to use it, man. You know what? I can't stop playing with this. I get in trouble at work. Sometimes I work at home, so I'll be playing with figs when I should be like paying attention to like meetings and shit. Like I gotta stop that. Freezer Ziplocs are probably best for boiling water, right? I imagine so. I wouldn't use like snack or sandwich. You want as tight of a seal as possible. So I recommend that. Yeah, the freezers, that kind of stuff. The better the seal, the better. So yes. And plus the Ziploc bags keeps the figure dry. Some people dip it directly in water. Man, I don't know how you do that because you need to evaporate the water out of every crevice, man, before you put that sucker back together, or it can get gross quick. Oh my goodness. Did someone say Adrian? Man, don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. You're going to get me demonetized. All right. So anyway, once again, thank you all for joining. If you're watching on Instagram, thank you very much. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, share the video if you like what you see. Plastic Fantastic Captain Action Pants. Thank you for joining the chat, man. I feel honored. All right. So listen, we got Rock. If I was nasty, I would put Rock on that vamp right now, but I don't have time. I think Rock would destroy half of it by me putting it on him. But once again, check out Welcome to the Terrordrome Season 2, Episode 1 on Tony's Figs and Black Genghis. Let's go ahead and take another look at that vamp. Too much fun. Too much money and power. All right. Once again, I'm saving. I got to save my dough. I like my vamp to look like the vamp. My stinger's getting the front end. It's getting the roof. It will have gridiron doors. So the Pixies designs I'm probably not going to end up using on that stinger. It already has doors. I'm going to swap those out for gridiron. You see me having not one, but 2 Pelican cases on this sucker. They're ready for war. They're ready for war. I got the rear gunner. I got airborne on the rear gunner. I got airborne with the helmet. I got Airborne's backpack, but I'm going to go ahead and just leave that off for right now. Once again, I demonstrated it can fit. Hell, I'll put it back on. Very carefully. All right. So Airborne's backpack can fit for photos. If you're moving it around, I probably would take it off, right? But once again, you look at the detail from that switchblade opens up. There are switchblades, pocket knives in each of the field operator cases, and they open up. It's next level. It's next level when you're dealing with gridiron. And you see I have the turret on here, and I have the side gunner. No driver's side on mine. I know my dude Tony's Figs hooked his all the way up. I'm saving that money for Stinger. I am going to put tires on the Stinger. I am leaving these on here. These look incredible. I'm going to leave the rear gunner on, and I'm going to save that spare tire either for the Stinger or another project I'm working on. Let's leave it at that. So you can do what you want, man. You can do what you want. So very carefully, I'm going to take Airborne. I'm going to take Airborne's backpack off, which is amazing, by the way. I'm going to set him aside, but I'm going to show off his helmet with the nods. I'm just a big fan. I'm a big fan of Gridiron in general, man. Love what they do. I'm going to leave this off to the side. I have the gunner seat. I'm going to take this out very carefully. I have the turret. I'm going to take out the turret. Very careful. I have the olive drab autocannon that I accidentally sheared because I'm a jerk. I was talking too much smack about an unnamed company. Karma. Karma is real. Karma is reminding me to be nice and to keep my head up high. But I got the Cobra roll peg. So let's put it on. It's going to look weird, man. It's going to look weird. but I don't care. So in order, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this back onto the autocannon so I can show you all once again. This is how the modularity works. So like they're always thinking up stuff at Gridiron. You see the groove here. You see where it fits there. So it slides it in. All right. Already looks kind of weird, right? It looks weird. It's not right. It's not right, but I got to make it work. I got to make it work. We take the peg adapter, and don't worry, I won't break this one. Screws in. I'll leave it free roaming for right now. And like that, we're back in business, right? So it's never over. It's never over. Got to get another one of those peg adapters for the good guys. It's kind of funky, mixing up the colors, but I just got to demonstrate that. You can see the where the peg is. You can see like the red coloring and how it fits in. You can get different drone uppers, right? So I'm going to right now, I'm going to share screen, but first let me haul at the chat real quick. All right. Von Cannon says it. Stinger phase 1 tomorrow. Everyone have a great night. Thanks for joining us, man. Thank you very much. Son of a Crayon Slayer, one of my favorite YouTube names. How's it going, man? Aaron, thanks for joining, dude. All right, cool, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Figure Fight Club. Good seeing you, dude. Thank you very much. I love this sucker. This thing is great. I can't decide. I don't know whether I'm going to get the spare tire and put it on, or if I'm going to keep the gunner seat for Airborne and the homies, right? I got to wait on it. Yes, I love Gridiron. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're being sarcastic. That's what that is. Thumbs up to Machine Man. All right. So far, so good. All right. So, once again, from 360 degrees, we got the 4x4 off-road tires. We got the side gunner. We got the Field Operator X with brackets. We got the rear gunners with jerry cans. We got the seat gunner adapter with that. You don't really need a seat gunner with this autocannon. But I was able to save the autocannon with a different adapter. I'm going to have to replace the other adapter. Let's very carefully take this out, put this to the side. I'm having so much fun right now. Hope you guys are having fun too. All right. Once again, this vamp, can't beat it. Let's take a trip over to gridironprops.com and take a look at some of the wares that they have before Stinger Phase 1 sets off tomorrow. And I'm going to very carefully screw this adapter back out because I'm not using it and I do not want it to break. I'm going to put everything up. Very carefully slide that out. No jokes. Almost. There we go. You got to be careful when you slide out. You got to be careful. Never mind. So anyway, we got this and we got these. Let me show you the uppers. Not those kind of uppers. Not those kind of uppers. I'm talking about the drone uppers. All right. Don't get sidetracked. It's my pride and joy. I gotta make sure this thing doesn't hit the ground. All right. Anyway. All right. We're gonna share screen and we're gonna take it over to Electric Avenue. Once again, holler at my dude Punk with Toys and Crusty Old Crow Thursday with a friend. But anyway, if you're still with us, thank you very much for your time and thank you very much for still joining. Let's take a look over here. Okay. Now, look, man, this stuff is ferocious. You won't listen to me, but you'll listen to the Von Cannons. This stuff is the next level. This is where the next level is going. All right. This is where we're headed. We got the Stinger, we got the skeleton doors, we got the roof racks, we got the front ends with netting, we got the side gunners, it's got the wheels. What more do you want? It's got its own roll cage. Once again, we see that peg adapter. Let's go ahead. Let's take it back here. So Oh, man. So we already got a full loadout. Instead of buying everything piecemeal, you can get everything at once. This is the limited edition enemy recon vehicle loadout, black gray. Let's take a look. Let's dive all the way in. $129 for the limited time. You can save $20, and then it goes back up to $140. We're going to go ahead and open these up. Give me 1 second. All right. There we go. So we're going to take it piece by piece, bit by bit. I'm going to open up these photos so we can go ahead and take a detailed look about everything that it comes with. The tires and wheels are not included. You're going to have to get those separately. And they're about, I want to say, $35. Let's go ahead really quickly. Let's go ahead and take another look. So those wheels, $35, $5 shipping. It may have changed a little bit. I have the black tires. They go with either the Vamp or the Stinger. And here's the spare tire set that I didn't get because I'm a dumb cheaping out on myself. Anyway, save your money. Now, let's go ahead and go back to this enemy recon vehicle loadout. $130. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Ruben says, remind me to show you my exoskeleton 4-inch retaliation roadblock. Please do. I want to take a real good look at that. Shout out to the homie Trey. What's up, man? Thanks for joining. All right, man. Let's go ahead. We're going to break it all the way down. So once again, we're taking another look at this Stinger. Decked out to the core. We already see this with the driver, and so far, so good. Driver already has a combat helmet directly from Gridiron Studios. We can already see the peg, and we see how the roof rack, the roll cage, and also the rear with gray jerry cans. Instead of the green paneling, we have gray paneling for driver's side and door gunner. And we have a little bit different of the front end with a similar gun and with a more muted brush guard. So it doesn't have like the lights that the Vamp does. And those are pretty cool. All right. So this is all the stuff, right? You get a lot for your money. So we're talking $120. So already we see that same peg adapter that I showed you earlier, the jerry cans as well. Driver's side, door gunner. We see the skeleton doors here, right? And all the different components that go to the front and the back. We got backpacks that are going to peg into the onto the roll cage using those brackets. And you see the screw-in adapter that goes into this. Do not break this. It sucks when you break it. All right, let's go ahead. So we took another look here. This thing just looks incredible. I think for $130, yes, all of those add-ons, they're even more expensive than the Stinger. But if you want to get, once again, that profile, you want to get that high definition menace, this is a good way to do it. And I think I just need to go ahead and just get this sucker. Especially while it's still $129. It'll go up to $150 probably in a few days. You can take it as you want. You can add on, once again, a different netting. And it still keeps, the signature look of the Stinger. This one has the black and the gray rims. I like the all red hubcaps, but take it as you will. Once again, you see the similar door gunner on the Vamp. I'll show you how that operates once we're done with this. It's already looking fantastic. Let's go ahead. So this is the roll cage. From what I can tell, it works the same as the Vamp's roll cage. So I'm not sure if there are major differences. I think I can take the roll cage I have now on the Vamp and put it on the Stinger. I just haven't done it yet. And like I said, I already have the Stinger autocannon. I just have to Either experiment the roll cage or wait until I get this back. So let's take another look at driver's side. So once again, getting the driver's side with the door gunner helps you keep that symmetry. I went ahead and I went without that symmetry, but you know, I wanted to get that Pixies design look, to get the classic Vamp look. I wanted my Vamp to look as close to a Vamp as possible while still giving it that Gridiron texture. The Stinger, that's a whole nother ball of wax. Here are the red off-road wheels, and it's going to pretty much do the same thing that we saw earlier. It's going to beef up the presence of that Stinger the same way that my Vamp has now been beefed up and will permanently be beefed up. That's my Vamp now. That's how my Vamp looks now. But still, you see how it works. The red just pops, and we see the red ball peg adapter. I already showed you earlier when I had to bring that autocannon back online. But you see how it fits, right? For the life of me, I still can't design. It just looks nice, man. I like the way that these look with the Stinger. So I'm definitely getting those. And I'm probably going to get these two. It's just that you want to have options. What they do for your vehicles, for your collection, for your accessories, it lets you it lets you stretch it out into different directions, basically, right? It's sort of like a remix, like remixing a song, doing a different cover of a song. It just allows you to just add some more adrenaline to it. So once again, these are the gray red tires, and I honestly cannot decide. I cannot make up my mind whether I'm going to get this. I like that. I just like that. I like them both, and it's just like. And once again, you saw me take off the tires of the Vamp and put on the Gridiron tires. So depending on the look, depending on photos, depending on how I just wanted to sit on my shelf, hell, I just may swap them out. I may just swap them out and put on some different rims, right? But that's just me. That's just me. You guys don't have to do that. I want to show off the drones real quick. Oh, I also want to show off that spare tire and the jack. So let me do that very quickly. This is the spare tire. This is the spare tire. $25, and it just beefs up that back. So if you don't necessarily want to lose that rear gunner, you don't have to, right? But we see the tire here and the jack in the back. So it just looks nice, right? And it just increases that profile. So the autocannon sits in very well with that rear tire and the off-road tires. You can't really go wrong. Looks amazing. Let's go ahead and let's take a couple more looks with the figurines and everything else. And we'll take that's how the jack sits in. You can take a look at that. We're going to get in a little bit closer. And then I'm also going to show you the drone uppers and how those will work with the peg adaptation. So clutch looks amazing with this jack. He's jacked. I had to say it. But you can do this for your photos, show them off on Instagram. You know how it goes. There's Wakando being useless while poor Grunt does all the work. Man, Mark just really has it out for Grunt in his photos. It's hilarious. Really fun stuff. Once again, it's a work of art. It's a thing of beauty. You see the detail. This is a working jack. I think you can actually jack your Vamp and your Stinger with this thing. Like, I think it actually works. That's crazy. Just really great stuff. But once again, I don't know why I didn't get this. I knew I wanted it. I was just trying to like really just save up. But I should have just went ahead and got it so I could have had it for the stream. I should have did it for the gram. So once again, $24.99 for that spare tire set, $35 for the tire sets, whether you get them red, black, or gray and red, $130 for the time being. Limited edition. Who knows how fast it goes? but it's $130. So you can go ahead and get this, pimp out your stingers. You can go ahead and grab a bunch of stuff for the Vamp as well. And then I'm also going to show off the drones, and then we're going to go ahead and go. So let's go ahead and take a look at those uppers. Give me 1 second. Thank you for once again for sticking around and rocking. All right. Also, very quickly, I just wanted to holler at the chat. Tony's face has swapped them bitches. Some flame emojis from the homies over at Toy Kind of Mood. Chad's liking what he's seeing. I dig it. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's finish this up, and then we'll go ahead and get it going. We got drone uppers, and we got drone lowers. You can save money if you get the full drones. And then the drones in and of themselves are about $60. We have desert. We have black and red to go with your his tank, to go with your stingers. We have the greens. We have missile drones, $60. Looks fantastic. And once again, those same missiles can go on the Vamp once you have the peg adapter. And we have the equalizer. So the equalizer looks pretty sweet. Javelin missiles, Gatling guns. It has the same bullet clips as the autocannon, the M230s. And then once again, let's take a look at that M230. We have Arctic equalizers, black and red, deserts. So here's that M230 once again. So I have something similar to this. I just bought the autocannon by itself. So if I wanted to, I can get that drone, and that comes with a peg adapter, as you can see right there, right? Just don't break it like me. Oh, those Ali drone, those are sold out. I think the homies over at Toy Kind of Mood, Travis, he did a review on those, and it looks sick. Once again, $60 for those. Let's take a look at the uppers. When you get the uppers, they're $35, right? So getting them separate, it's going to cost a little bit more than just buying the drones by itself. If you don't want the lowers, you can just go with the uppers. So you can get the missiles, you can get the equalizers, or you can get the autocannons. And once again, they're black, red, green, Arctic, or desert. Have my eyes on the desert stuff. We'll see how that goes. Shh, more on that later. And then let's also take a look at the lowers. So if you have the lowers, these are 35. And so those are black, red, green, and white. Apparently, if you want to get the desert lowers, you're going to have to buy the desert drones. So if you're going to have to buy the full drones for those. And then again, we had the adapters, $7. And then the hatch base for the his tank is $10. So if you bought the autocannon that came with the adapter, and then you have these, so you can replace them, and you can go ahead. If you have mishaps, you can reverse those mishaps. Just showing off that base. It's all about the base. So this is that base that you can buy separate for $10, and you can use that as an adapter with the his tank. But you can also use the black-red adapters to put on your Stinger roll cage or your Vamp roll cage, if that's the way the cookie crumbles. So once again, man, I didn't even have time to show off the Gridiron 50 cals that go with the roll cage. I didn't have time to do a lot of stuff. But I'm gonna just hook this up one last time. Slides in. Bastardization of the Joe's autocannon. Shame on me. I should have known better. Oh, no. This is the Cobra autocannon. And then once again, this is going to screw on. Like so. Be very careful. This is the Joe autocannon. You can see I still have the bullet clip in there. I'll get to that for later. And this plugs and play into the Vamp. You get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. You can do whatever you want. You can mix and match however you want. This is mostly Gridiron with a sprinkle of Pixies designs. It's all good. It's all love. If you want Pixie's designs, you can get armored windshields on those. The Etsy store is fantastic. Great stuff. I play favorites. You don't have to play favorites, but I get from a lot. Anna Thanatos Unlimited on Etsy, Muchas Garcias on Big Cartel, and so on and so forth. But mostly, it's Gridiron all the way, man. It's Gridiron 360 degrees. I'm going to have to get that spare tire. If I could get a third Pelican case on this sucker, I probably would. Backpacks on the back, I probably should have done that too. And they stole an autocannon. They stole an autocannon off of the his tank and to put on their van. Folks, let me know what you think. Leave comments on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Thanks once again for this wild-ass live review that ended up being very destructive to my psyche and my collection. I'm always learning. I'm a work in progress. What can I say? And if you like what you see, go ahead, pay a visit to Black Genghis on YouTube, Black Genghis on Instagram. I got to load up the TikTok stuff. I'm going to load up the TikTok stuff later. I'm working on that. And we're going to get some more YouTube reviews. I'm working on that too. But it's a fun time. It is a golden time to be a collector. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your figs. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your energy. I do appreciate it. And happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. You get Monday off. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good time. I will be spending most of Labor Day putting everything back up. Until next time, it's your boy KJ. And thanks for watching Black Genghis Live. Peace.